Welcome wrestling fans to World League Wrestling. I'm CT Harrison. On this episode of WLW-TV, we are coming to you from Richmond, Missouri. On tonight's episode, Kyle Roberts, one half of the World League Wrestling Tag Team Champions. He will be taking on a member of our Young Lions division, Moses. A young man with so much to prove, a young man with so much ability. We expect great things from him and from this entire Young Lions division. Also tonight, Austin Cravens will be taking on Mike Sydal. That's right, you heard it right. The yoga monster himself, Mike Sydal, is in our ring. What a fantastic night of wrestling. You don't want to miss this. Call your friends, call your relatives, tell them to tune in, because you don't want to miss this evening. Kyle Roberts versus Moses, Austin Cravens versus the yoga monster, Mike Sydal. Wrestling fans, it is time to shut up and wrestle. This is World League Wrestling.
Do you want a unique way to raise money for your local community? Harley Race's World League Wrestling is here to help. There is absolutely nothing better than a professional wrestling event bringing the entire community together as one and showing support when it is needed the most. We have been sponsoring fundraising events for many years, and we know that it can bring a lot of winning opportunities for your local charities, school organizations, non-for-profit groups, and whatever else may be in need of assistance. For more information, contact us. Don't wait. Go to www.harleyrace.com, email us, or call us to get information or to schedule a WLW professional wrestling fundraising event in your community right now.
Wrestling fans, welcome back to another episode of WLW Wrestling. From Richmond, Missouri, I'm Terry Johnson, joined by
Art Sky. It's good to be back.
I'm happy to have you back here, Sky. We're going to be calling some great action as our first match tonight underway. Kyle Roberts, one half of the Tag Team Champions, is taking on the up-and-coming Moses, who, Moses, of course, made waves by being the second to last man eliminated in a number one contender battle royal just a few weeks ago, as Kyle Roberts now makes his entrance here in Richmond, Missouri.
That's right. Moses has a lot to prove still. Very young competitor. Let's see what he can do against a veteran like Kyle Roberts.
I'm looking forward to it. This should be a terrific contest. One half of the People's Tag Team, Kyle Roberts. He is one half of the Tag Team Champions. As he makes his way into the ring. Ben Simon, our announcer and timekeeper tonight. Richard White, our referee. As the fans here firmly behind Kyle Roberts, he is beloved in Richmond, as he is most places he goes.
Well, there's a lot of history for Kyle Roberts in Richmond, Missouri.
And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 185 pounds, Moses.
And here comes Moses. As if I'm reading these signs correctly, he's getting a little bit less of a positive reaction than he has gotten before in Troy.
Yeah, the fans in Richmond do not know Moses Powell yet. As of yet, this is his first match, I do believe, in Richmond. And they don't seem to be ready to support him yet today.
And if I read the face of Moses correctly, I think it might be getting to him a little bit. I don't think he's had a fans not like him, and it could be getting into his head before this match with Kyle Roberts.
That's right. You shouldn't let frustration like that take hold of you before a match, especially against a veteran like Kyle Roberts.
Richard White now patting down Kyle Roberts.
Kyle Roberts versus Moses.
Moses just took off his pads there. taped up his wrists. The amateur background of Moses will come into play. Kyle Roberts, known for his quick agility and speed and educated feet, as we look for the classic neck and tie call-up.
And Moses does not want anything to do with that tie-up just now.
Moses going right back into the ropes, not ready to start this match just yet.
Maybe trying to get into Kyle's head a little bit.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Art Sky. So here we go. There's a lockup. And
Back
Moses
into
going
the ropes and wisely putting himself between the ropes and Kyle, making Kyle back off.
absolutely get your little space. Now Moses knows what to predict, to expect. Another collar tie up there. And now it's Moses backing Kyle into the ropes.
And a couple slaps to the face from Moses.
Misses a wild clothesline.
Kyle returns the favor before putting him in a headlock.
So now Kyle wrenching that headlock, staying on his head. Switches to a wrist lock there, putting the pressure on the wrist all the way up to the elbow. Now Moses looking to reverse into a headlock of his own.
The amateur skills showing right here.
Moses has a slight weight advantage over Kyle Roberts. Kyle, a two-time WLW Tag Team Champion. There's a headlock takeover. A one count there as Moses tries to rolls him up.
This is not. There you go, Moses into the head scissors to break the hold, and now it's Kyle in trouble.
There's a kick out by Kyle. And Kyle making it to his feet, getting right back on Moses. The veteran mentality, knowing his awareness, knowing where Moses is.
And that can be terribly frustrating when you just keep finding yourself in the same move.
Now Kyle Roberts, a wrist lock and applying pressure to that arm. It does not feel good, and it could definitely impact the amateur ways of Moses.
In 2 years, but at some point, my dream is going to become a reality.
The Harley Race Wrestling Academy, the greatest wrestling school on God's green earth, where champions aren't born, they're made. If you have the passion, the motivation, and the dream to become a professional wrestler, then make the right decision. Investing in your future starts right here at the Harley Race Wrestling Academy. For more information, go to harleyrace.com. Make your choice right now.
You can almost see that the fans are kind of getting in Moses' head. Not to mention the frustration with not being able to put Kyle Roberts away.
Swing and a miss there by Kyle Roberts. Russian leg sweep. Moses needs to get a cover real quick. There we go. And Kyle Roberts once again kicking out at 2. What will Moses have to do to put Kyle Roberts away? World League Wrestling here, Richmond, Missouri. Another rear chin lock applied by Moses.
Kyle Roberts refusing to stay on the mat. And shoves him back into the corner trying to break the hold, but he doesn't.
Moses maintaining that grip.
Tied in there. Oh, there he goes again. And he's loosened him up and whips him back to the mat.
Solid arm drag there by Kyle Roberts. Moses now trying to make it to his feet. Kyle gets there first with the help of the ropes. Splash there by Moses. Irish whip into the parallel buckle. Big clothesline. And Moses looking for
the bulldog.
Kyle holding on to the ropes.
Smartly holding on to the ropes.
Big back elbow there.
Comes
Leg
in
lariat.
strikes from Kyle Roberts.
Drop kick. It's Kyle Roberts now. Firing up, coming back into control. Shotgun drop kick into the turnbuckle.
And I almost feel like if it wasn't for that corner, Moses would be down now.
The only thing holding him up was that top rope. Another leg lariat into the corner. Kyle Roberts backing up, going for a big splash of some sort, I'm sure. Moses sends him over the top rope. Side kick to the top of the head.
And that's the savvy of a veteran right there. He landed it and he waited for a spot. Now here he goes into the springboard and an arm drop, elbow drop, and a pin. He hooks the leg.
That kick out at 2.
That was a near fall right there.
2.5 if I've ever seen one. What does Kyle Roberts have to do to keep Moses down? Open palm strikes there by Moses. Big forearm. Another chop. Going for that scoop slam once again.
Kyle fights his way out of it and spinning kick to the head. Moses
kick.
goes down like a ton of bricks. 1, 2, 3. And Moses loses this bout.
Terrific showing by Moses, but Kyle Roberts is getting his hand raised after that Trouble in Paradise style kick. Kyle Roberts is the victor here at World League Wrestling.
Weighing 169 pounds, the YogaMonster Mike Sydal.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to World League Wrestling. I'm Terry Johnson, joined by
Art Sky.
and we're here tonight with our main event of this episode, Mike Sydal taking on Austin Cravens.
Mike Sydal has wrestled all over the country and in other places outside this country. I think Austin Cravens has got a tough job ahead of him tonight.
Absolutely. Austin Cravens has been making waves in World League Wrestling. Mike Sydal making his return to World League here. A man of the people. Very athletic, very quick.
Very limber.
Known as the YogaMaster.
There's his YogaMonster mat that he likes to bring with him to the ring, and I'm not too sure that I'd ever try that myself, but
I don't think I would ever try that.
more power to him though.
Absolutely. I think it's a good way I could give myself a hernia. But Sydal able to pull it off with style, and he's going to use those skills and flexibility in this match.
And his opponent from Mount Vernon, Illinois, weighing 223 pounds, the attraction, Austin Cravens.
And the fans definitely not taking a liking to Cravens.
Cravens has never really been popular anywhere we go to wrestle. Anywhere he goes to wrestle here at World League Wrestling. He's not popular in Troy, and I don't think he's going to be popular here in Richmond either. Very arrogant, cocky young man. He likes to heckle the fans and get under their skin, and he likes to prove himself in the ring as well.
That's right.
As he makes his entrance here.
And I almost feel like he enjoys frustrating the crowd. Getting under their skin just a little bit, you know.
Absolutely does.
There he goes, walking out to the ring and trying to scare a little kid.
Pushing on the middle buckle there. Austin, the attraction Cravens.
He definitely wants all those eyes on him, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Standing about 6'4", he has a strength, height, and weight advantage over Sydal. But Sydal is known as a giant killer. He's quick, fast, and impressive every time he steps foot in the ring.
It looks like Austin Cravens has something he wants to say.
All you Richmond, Missouri, horse-faced hillbillies need to know. And that is, at the end of the night, when I'm long gone out of this dump, Mike Sydal, you are going to realize you are no Austin Cravens, and neither are any of you.
Austin Cravens not looking to make friends here in Richmond, Missouri, and showing no respect to Mike Sydal there.
That's right, letting everyone know just what he thinks of him.
Cravens, 15-minute lead.
Although you have to think that it could come back to haunt him spending all this time yapping at the crowd.
Austin Cravens being checked there by Richard White. Sydal keeping his head in the game, stretching in the corner, ready to get this match underway.
And here we go.
Lock up there. The strength of Cravens pushing Sydal right down to the mat.
Austin Cravens very cocky.
Another lock up. Cravens once again pushing Sydal right to the mat. Sydal's going to have to come up with a different strategy to take down the attraction Austin Cravens. Or Cravens just going to throw him around this ring.
That's right, he's definitely not going to outpower this young man.
Another lock-up attempt here.
Oh, and he slips it, puts him in a waist lock.
Now a side headlock of Sydal in control of the early goings of this match. Off the ropes we go. Sydal almost going for a shoulder block, but you're not going to take Cravens down that way. Now some words between these two superstars. Shove. Big shove by Sydal. Cravens off the ropes. Leapfrog. Big hip toss by Mike Sydal. There's the cover. And a strong kick out at one by the attraction, Austin Cravens.
As he gets up, he's ready with a headlock for him. Trash with the crowd.
One of Craven's favorite activities is talking trash to the crowd.
Sydal rolling himself back in the ring.
Now Craven's following. Strong right hand there by Sydal. Another strong right hand. Grabs that wrist into an armbar. Oh, strong elbow right to the bicep and elbow of Sydal. Cravens is in firm control.
And wrapping his arm up in the ropes like that can't be good. Maybe it's a little payback for all the headlocks from earlier.
That has to be frustrating to be locked in headlocks again. It's a strong shoulder right to the stomach of Sydal. Cravens maintaining control in this contest. And what is Cravens thinking here? Going back to work on that left arm. And once again, wrenching it around the ropes, applying pressure.
Richard White letting him know he could have very well been disqualified right there, but chooses to let the men fight.
Richard White does not want to see this end in a disqualification. I don't think anybody else does. continuing to apply pressure on that arm now. A top wrist lock on the ground. All of Austin Craven's muscles and pressure being applied. Sydal has to be in excruciating pain right now. He could tear out the tendons, his traps, everything through one move. Cravens wants to get a tap-out victory over Sydal to add to his resume here at World League Wrestling.
Well, it looks like Mike Sydal is trying to fire up and get himself out of this position.
Making his way back to his feet.
Puts him to the ropes.
Cravens maneuvering around him. Big splash! A modified version of a spear. Cravens 1, 2, and a kick out from Mike Sydal. What an amazing spear. I think that's the first time we've seen Cravens pull that out of his repertoire.
There was a lot of impact in that, too. I'm surprised Sydal was able to kick out.
Sydal is one of the toughest wrestlers in the world.
Stomping on that arm, goes right back to it. Definitely picking a body part and working it there.
Smart by Austin Cravens. Now sending kicks right back to the abdomen. Open palm strike there to Cravens' abdomen. There's another forearm. Another big forearm from Sydal here. Chop right across the chest. Forearm, chop,
Just
forearm.
raining them on him. Just raining those chops and forearms onto Austin Cravens.
You notice he's only using one arm as well. He's definitely smarting. One arm cartwheel there.
That's right.
I think he hurt his arm there, but able to split.
Oh, what a kick to the head.
Big insecurity as now both men are down. Sydal feeling the pain in his arm. Austin Cravens may have gotten his bell rung, and now he needs to figure out where he is.
These men have taken a lot out of each other. And Sydal trying to get some feeling back in that arm. Runs in, clothesline in the corner, pulls him out. He's going to go to the top, I'm sure. I've seen this before.
Still trying to get that arm so he can maintain his balance.
Oh,
And
no.
Sydal slips.
Just a little mistaken. Austin's got him in a pinning problem.
They call it high risk, high reward. Those ropes do get slick from sweat. Cravens
That's
might
right.
have greased it before the match. He's known to do that. And now going right back to work on that arm with a top wrist lock.
And at this point, you got to start worrying about Sydal's arm because it's taken a lot of damage.
And it's up to Richard White to decide whether this match should continue or not. Like I said, he can tear all sorts of ligaments.
You can see him checking with Sydal, asking him if he wants to give it up.
And you know Sydal's not going to quit. Sydal is not going to say he's going to give up unless Cravens physically tears the arm out of the socket and beats him over the head with it. Sydal is going to continue in that match. There's no quitting Mike Sydal.
The big forearms to the chest, breaking the hold.
Ducking a clothesline.
Super kick to the face.
Into the splits.
And smartly, Cravens rolls out of the ring where you cannot pin him.
Sydal still showing the smarts of that arm. What is he going for here?
It looks like he's going to fly.
Big tope suicida there. Tackling Cravens to the mat.
Fans moving stuff out the way. It's getting ready to come out into their laps.
Getting ready to go out right to the crowd. Sydal showing he's a wrestler for these people.
And that's what World League Wrestling action's all about. In your face.
Right back to
Goes
that arm
right
again.
back to the arm. And, oh,
Right into the turnbuckle post.
pushes that
There's
injured
a
arm.
count of 8 by Richard White.
He's,
Is Sydal going to make? No,
yeah,
there's
he's
a
not
10
going to
count.
make it back in.
Sydal losing via countout. Austin Cravens is your winner. The
That's
official
right.
decision.
That's right. Most times, you don't want to win like that, but I'm sure Mr. Cravens will take it.
Cravens will take any victory he can get just to say he has the victory.
That's right.
Not a pin or submission, but via countout. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us for World League Wrestling. This episode, I am Terry Johnson.
And I am Art Sky.
Thank you once again for joining. Tune in next week for the next episode of World League Wrestling.